Welcome to My Sitecode Diaries, your ultimate guide to digital experience excellence. I'm your host Jitendra Ghanekar. Today we are diving into the exciting world of Sitecore, and today's topic is personalization in Sitecore, and this is the part 1. Few more parts on this topic will follow soon. But before we begin, I have some exciting news to share. I am honored to announce that I have been awarded the Sitecode Technology MVP Award for year 2024. I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for your ongoing support. It's your engagement that drive me to continue sharing my knowledge and experience in the world of Sitecore. So please be connected with me on my social media accounts. I have given those links on the screen. So what we are going to see in this video. We will start with personalization in Sitecore XP and XM. So we will see how it is different in XM and XP. Then we will see how we can implement implicit and explicit personalization in Sitecore. Then we will go in detail of personalization approaches in Sitecore XP. First of all, we will see what are those different approaches, and then one by one we will pick those approaches. In this video, specifically this part 1, the one of the approach, that is rule-based personalization, that we will cover. Then we will see what is conditional rendering, and at the end we will see the rule set editor. So this is the scope for the first part. We will have the few more parts which will cover the other approaches in the personalization approaches in the Sitecore XP. Before starting the our topic, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please click on the subscribe button. Please hit that the notification bell also so that you will get the latest update. And if you like the video, then please don't forget to click on the like button and do share this with your friends and family. So let's start. So I will request you to watch the few old videos. So if you have not seen these videos, there are 2 videos for the personalization and 1 video for the persona and customer journey. These videos are explaining the generic concept of the personalization. The first video will tell you what is personalization and why personalization is important, what is the difference between personalization and customization. Whereas the second video will tell you type of website personalization, how to implement those personalization, and challenges faced in personalization. So these 2 videos will give you the concept of the personalization, will tell you the concept of personalization in generic context, not just for Sitecore. And then we have a persona and customer journey, the third video. That is also important. We will understand what is customer journey and what is the importance of persona. So I will suggest to watch these 3 videos if you have not watched it. So I will be giving the links in the description for all 3 videos, or you can click on the top I button so that you can watch the first part. It will be in sequence. You can watch the second part and then persona and customer journey. So first topic is personalization in Sitecore XM versus XP. So why it is important to discuss this point? See, basically the XP has the analytics data and XM doesn't have that data. Okay, so there must be some limitation in the XP due to that. As if you have watched my previous videos of on the personalization concept, you must have understand that for the personalization data, the visitor data is very important, but that data itself is not there in XM. For a XDB, as XDB is not there. Okay, so how we can do the personalization XM, or what level of personalization we can do in XM and XP, that we have to see. So XP, you can have a multiple session personalization. So what is multiple session personalization? It tracks user behavior across the multiple session, enabling a deep personalization based on the interaction. So it is not only tracking the current session, but it can track the old session also, basically the history of the your browsing also. Okay, so it can have that data of viewers which can help to do the personalization. So it holds the multiple session personalization. Whereas XM, as it doesn't hold the data Okay, you can do only in-session personalization, focus on the real-time in-session personalization based on the current behavior. So whatever you are doing on the current session, that data can only be considered for the personalization in case of XM. So that is the difference between XP and XM. That XP you can have a multiple session personalization, whereas XM you can have a in-session personalization. Only in the current session you can do the personalization for the XM. So we'll see some examples of personalization in the Sitecore XM and XP. So if you see the example of multi-session personalization, the first is if you tend to explore a particular generation of more frequently during a certain time. Some kind of a movies like such as watching comedies on weekends or a dramas during weekdays. So you are watching more comedies on weekends and more dramas during the weekdays. Then the video streaming platform, whatever you are using, Netflix or anything which you are using, it might adjust your recommendation. It's a recommendation according to the your history. Okay, so now if you are seeing the more comedies on weekdays, then it will show more comedies on Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, so those kind of personalization you can have in the multi-session personalization. The another example is a website could offer a personalized discount or promotion tailored to each user preference and past purchase. Okay, so whatever you have purchased before, depending on that, it can offer you the discount or any promotions. Okay, for instance, if your user has a previously bought a smartphone, they might receive an exclusive offer on related accessories like cases or chargers. So this kind of a personalization is called as a multi-session personalization because it need the data, of your from the old sessions also. Basically it needs the history of your visitors data, okay, to perform these activities. Now what is the example of the in-session personalization? As a visitor views a particular dress, website could dynamically generate recommendation for similar dresses or accessories based on his current browsing behavior. For example, if visitor is looking at a floral summer dress, website might suggest matching sandals or watch. So basically in the current browsing session, if user is doing some activity, so depending on that activity your website can tailor your experience. So here the example given is like you are looking for a floral summer dress, then website might show or might suggest you the matching sandals or watch for that dress. If visitor spends a significant amount of time on a specific product page without making a purchase, website could display a pop-up offering him and her a limited time discount to encourage him or her to make a purchase during the same session. In your website, visitor spend the time, he has opened or she has opened some certain product and he is not buying it, so then there might be a pop-up comes and that pop-up may give him that some discount for within, if he purchased that within 5 minutes, then you will get 20% off, something like that is coming. So it is also a in-session personalization. Okay, this is because it is on the depending on the current behavior, current session data, so it is a in-session personalization. So this kind of personalization you can do in the XM, whereas XP you can have a multi-session personalization. Now we will see what is the difference between implicit and the explicit personalization. In the previous videos we have already seen this in detail. We'll just touch base here what is implicit and explicit personalization. So implicit personalization is a website experience which is customized according to the context and the behavior. So visitor context and visitor behavior, the website will automatically tailor its experience. That is called as a implicit personalization. So example, if we can talk about its common example includes suggested or related products or a post on the website, as well as when the on-site experience changes based on the pages you had previously interacted with. So depending on your previous interaction, the website changes its experience. That is example of an implicit personalization. And when we talk about the explicit personalization, the website experience is customized according to criteria set by the visitors themselves. So it is not automatic personalization. It is basically you are taking input from the customer or input from the visitors. Okay, so depending on that you are changing the website experience. So that is called as explicit personalization. So if you talked about the example, if you are a vegetarian and you explicitly mention in your profile that you are a vegetarian, so website will then personalize your experience by showing you vegetarian recipes and filtering out the recipes containing the meat and animal products. So that is also called as the explicit personalization. So these two kind of a personalization you can implement in the Sitecore also. Now we will see personalization approaches in Sitecore XP. The first one is the rule-based personalization. In this, you define the condition or a rule. Depending on that, your website experience is tailored. Then you have adaptive personalization. Here you use the visitor profile and pattern cards, and matching to that, you tailored your website experience. So what is profile and pattern cards? We will see in later. Then you have a historical personalization. This is we have seen before also. You can set rules that personalize the content based on the context, historical data, or past behavior. Then you have a journey based personalization. So we have seen in the old videos that what is customer journey. So we can set a customer journey, or depending on the customer journey, you can optimize your website experience. And then we have a fifth approach, which is using a A/B testing or a multivariate testing. So basically first you test it, then you select the right thing and right approach, which will increase the conversion of your website. So A/B is basically after and before testing, and the multivariate testing, where you can have a multivariate testing which will help you to optimize your conversion rate. So all these rule-based, adaptive, historical, and journey-based, and using A/B testing, all these are the different approaches. In this video we will talk about rule-based personalization for, and then in the coming videos we will take one by one other approaches. Now we will see rule-based personalization. So you have a group of your visitors. Okay, there must be a default view. Okay, so whenever the visitors are visiting, so default view will be like this. Assume that there is a banner on your website, and the default view will be like this, that you will have a mobile offer 30,000 rupees brand A. Okay, but you set some rule, like if the visitor age is greater than 60, so for the senior citizen you have set up some rule, and you have a offering for the senior citizen. So for senior citizen you will have some discount here. So if you see here, the brand A, the total cost is 25,000, so there is some discount is given. So this kind of a personalization, it's called as a rule based personalization. This is we can set up in the Sitecore, so that we can set a rule like the visitor age is greater than 60, then we will give some discount. So that kind of a rule is set up, and the personalization done. It is called as a rule based personalization. So rule based personalization uses logic based rules to determine the content that is displayed on the web page. So content which is getting displayed is based on the rule, that is called as a rule based personalization. So similar line, there is another concept called a conditional rendering. People think that conditional rendering is same as a personalization, but it is not the case. Personalization is has a wide scope. Conditional rendering, it means just you are changing the renderings on the basis of a condition. So what is conditional rendering? Conditional rendering is a piece of a content that is displayed or rendered when predefined condition is met. So if there is a condition which met, then you will have the conditional rendering to be displayed. So assume that you have a contact form, you fill that form. Okay, so you will get thank you for providing valuable information. So on your website you fill the contact form, and you get a after filling the form and submitting the form, you are getting a thank you page. Now this is on the first visit of your website. Okay, now in the second visit you again click or go to the contact form, but you have already fill that form. Okay, so in that case you might want to show different rendering altogether. I might want to show the recommended products here because I have taken the favorite brand from the contact form, so I should utilize that data and I will be changing this contact form rendering to a recommended product. So this is called as a conditional rendering. So conditional rendering is a piece of a content that is displayed or rendered when predefined condition is met. So instead of contact form, recommended products is getting rendered on this page. Okay, so this is called as a conditional rendering. Now we will talk about the rule set editor. So till now we are talking that you should set a rule, you should set a rule, right? After setting a rule, this will happen. So what is the rule? So where you will set it? That is the rule set editor. Okay, where you can set the rule, and it can be done it on the component. So there are three things which you need to set up, three basic things on the rule set editor. First thing is a condition. So condition consists of a logical statement that determine whether the condition is a true. So you have to set a condition that whatever condition which you want to utilize, that you have to set it first. Second is the action. Action that are the logical steps that are implemented where one or more the condition is in a rule or a true. And the third one is the rules. Okay, so rules associated one or more actions with one or more condition. You can also use a logical operator such as and or to create the combination of multiple conditions and actions. So there are in out of box condition and action which you can use it, but if you want to use your own, then you have to customize those, you have to can create those, and it will get added into the condition and actions. So combination of condition and action will make a rule, and you can have a multiple rules using the and or conditions. Okay, so it's basically a rule set is a setup, and then you can have the action against that. Okay, so if you go to the any component and click on a personalization, there will be you can set up a create rule. We'll see actual the component actual component personalization, then I will show you the demo also. So this will look like the create rule will look like this, where you can have a n number of conditions here to choose. Okay, you can add your rule also, and then your condition also by customizing it, and then you can select it like this. If I select the city condition where the cut, if you see rule one here where the city compares to specific city, so this is a one out of box rule. Okay, now what I have to set is the compares to, that is your comparison. Okay, so there will be an option like this, so you can set up whatever the condition which you want to set up. I set is equal to, and then you can give the value what is it, like I set up here Mumbai, and then the rule will be look like this. Okay, you can have n number of rules by adding the and or conditions. You can have a n number of condition by using the and or. So this is how you can use a rule set editor. So rule set editor has a three important things: condition, actions, and rule. Actions you will see when you see on the actual component, there will be an action which you can select. The conditions you can select like this. Here if you see a GUIP section, you have a multiple condition which you can select. There are n number of condition, out of condition, which you can see in the site code. Okay, and along using that you can create a rule like here I created the rule like where the city is equal to Mumbai. If this condition is executed, then I have my personalization to set up. So this is the rule set editor. So this video, this is just first part of the personalization. We are not I mean we are not end finished the personalization part. This I'm just logically ending here. So we will have a multiple videos on the personalization. Next video we will try to cover the adaptive personalization. In that we will see the how you can use a persona, profile card, pattern card, those things, how we can use it. We will see that in the next video. All right, I'm done for today. If you like the video, then please click on a like button and do subscribe to the channel. About 80% of viewers are not subscribed to the channel, so I will request you to subscribe the channel. It will motivate me to create a more such videos. and do click on the notification bell, and so that you can get the update or when once I upload the video. Thank you. Thanks for watching.